My name is Eleanor Foonberg.
Harold Foonberg. I remember when I was about 10, 12 years old, and my father's side of the family all came from Russia. They had no money, but every one of them ended up having small little businesses, a grocery store, laundries, and when you walked in there, there was a little blue and white box. My aunties, whoever came in that store, she would force them to put money into that box. And they explained to me that little box, the pushka, to build trees in Israel, to make Israel more beautiful. I learned that we have to give, and so I continued to give.
During my first week at the Jewish home, I heard this wonderful laugh, and it was Hal Foonberg. He and Eleanor were here visiting a relative, and they had gone out and collected 2 or 3 other of our residents. Hal is someone who will feel like your best friend after you have sat and talked with him for 30 minutes. He has, with Eleanor, a long and wonderful history with the home.
Your friends ask you to get involved in a charity that they enjoy. I came to the Jewish home. They were still good, but not as perfect the way they should be. They needed money, so I give.
Hal is always a genuine person. Most people who know Hal will laugh when I say this, but you never sit down with Hal and expect to see a 3-piece suit.
We have meetings and Hal shows up in his shorts and his tennis outfits.
You know, all of a sudden they said they want to honor us.
I like being honored. I love plaques, and I love statues, and being very serious. And I want people to know before I die that I did something for society, I did something for different charities. People know who I am now.
Eleanor and Hal both, when it gets down to brass tacks, they do the work. When I hear groups of people talking about, who we can get to support and do things for the home, Hal's name's always on top of the list.
I'm able to see where some of my money is going. A lot of times you donate money to places, you know it's going there, but you don't see it. Here you see your money working. You see this building, it's a brand new, beautiful building. Here's the second floor. My name was on the second floor. I have another motive also. My grandmother was here. My mother was here, my aunt was here, my uncle was here, and I have another aunt that was here, and I have another aunt right this minute that is still here. So someone has to pay for my family. Eleanor really has done 100 times more than me.
I volunteered 6.5 years. I loved it.
Eleanor, for many, many years, has been involved with our Associates IMC Women's Group. And in that role, she's worked on events. She brings people to tour the home, takes people to lunch.
All the people at the home that worked here, the most wonderful people.
People reflect the values and the commitments to community that they learned often from their parents.
All 3 of our children, they're involved in temples, they're involved in the Federation, they do bicycle for kids.
We taught them how to give, and they're wonderful children.
They saw us doing it, and they realized they have to do it. Our support group, we have a lot of young kids, and those young kids are going to have to become older and become like me. To be very frank, I'm afraid. There are elderly Jewish people that need help. They just can't get out. The way things are going with our economy, it's going to be less Medicare, Medicaid, and I think we're going to have a rainy day. Not just a home, I think all charity is going to have a rainy day.
It's really an honor for us to honor them.
I am honored, pleased, and overwhelmed by the generosity. This is a pearl that needs to be a collection of pearls.
I appreciate it because they're giving me back something that I've given them. And I think charities should do that, and I think some charities don't do it.
It makes you feel good.
I mean, it's meaningful. I want to continue as long as I can. We have to send out the word. The home needs your help.